Don't take picture. Okay, can we start? Yeah, in the back? All okay? Good. Well, welcome everybody. My name is Giovanni Mezgec. I'm a general manager at Microsoft, and I've been focusing on Lync and now Skype for Business for about 3.5 years. So I see a good chunk of time. It's very exciting to be here. Admittedly, I was very excited when I came into this room because I looked at the size of it and I say, great, I can ditch the deck and just do Q&A. But now I realize that there are actually 3 rooms of this size, 2 of which we're broadcasting the video. So suddenly I feel like the responsibility of actually making a pitch that makes sense is higher on me. And so I'll do actually the deck, but hopefully I'll keep it as interactive as possible. And with as many deviations on the teams as I can see fit in this half an hour. So the reason we're here today is because we're just releasing Skype for Business, which is the next version of Lync. And it's an important moment, certainly for us at Microsoft. We're very excited to be here and share our vision and strategy for this new product. But before moving into the real core of the presentation, I want to give you a little bit of a story that tells you a little bit about me. So I'm Italian. My name, Giovanni, usually gives that away. And I took the opportunity coming to London to go to Italy to visit my family that still lived there after me being 25 years in the US. And I was walking with my father, and he was looking for a telephone booth, like a public booth. And we could not find one. He wanted to make a call, from home, away from home, and we couldn't find one. And, after half an hour, I started really thinking the amount of change that, that we have saw in this industry. I don't have to tell you, but this is a very personal story that connected me. Because then my father actually, who was 84 years old, gave me this. Somehow he still had one at home. I don't know if you recognize what it is. But when I left Italy 25 years ago, they were still functioning. There were coins that were only made for public booth. That was the only task they had. And so I researched it a little bit. It was a little bit of a moment of like, oh my God, this is like, reminds me of my youth. They came out in the 20s in Italy, and they were in use for over 50 years. And then when I left in '89, within like 3 to 4 years, they were completely gone from the system, totally flashed out. And it reminded me of how change can happen so quickly and really changes the way people relate to others. I remember when I was a kid looking for these guys to call my father that's saying, hey, I'm coming late for dinner because I found some friends. And now all that is gone and no longer exists. It all changed. Of course, now people use a variety of different ways of communicating, from mobile phones to different applications that they have on their tablets, on their devices, whatever they might use. And really, the change that we have seen is incredible. It starts with people connecting with others in different modalities, in different ways, and companies that have used the transformation to really build an advantage for themselves. You can really see them in the marketplace as new thriving companies. An example of it is Uber. I was just here coming this morning, and I gave them a call. Then they sent me a text. Then I could see the map of where they were and where the car was. It really transformed the way I do live and now I communicate. And the companies that take advantage of the inflection point of the new technology comes and wins in the marketplace and transform the way the business is done. So it's very exciting here because we believe at Microsoft that we're at the beginning of a new transformation, that what we have seen in the last few years in communication is only the beginning, and that the companies that will take advantage of new ways of collaborating and communicating with customers and suppliers will take new shape and will be able to take a competitive advantage on top of the others in the same market as they are. So to give you a glimpse of the future and what we believe in terms of what's coming next and why in a cloud-first, device-first world, Microsoft thinks that things in communication will change significantly in the next 18 to 24 months. Let me show you a quick video that I'm going to run and then talk a little bit about it. I don't think they can see the video.
Hey, here we go. Right there. Let me have the...
You are going to be 20.
Should we restart? Should we try again? It worked when we did the test prior. Do you want me to advance again?
All right, you guys. Hey, here we go. Right there. Let me have the...
You are going to be 20 minutes late.
Is everyone going to be there on time?
Yes.
Join the meeting for me. All right, hey guys, I'm here.
Morning, Arthur. Thank you for joining us. You've got Mia in the field.
Good morning.
Mia, what section are you in again?
I'm in the Northwest section.
Terry, come on.
Hey, guys.
Good morning.
Hey. Can you give us a quick pan of the area, please?
Hey Mia, can you hold that for a second? I think that's a peregrine falcon's nest.
Could be. Let me get a picture real quick.
Hey Jake, we loaded early. We're ready for the next shipment.
Who was asking me about shipping early?
Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Today, I'd like to share the results from our Phase 3 clinical trial.
Los datos iniciales son bastante prometedores. El 63%.
63%的患者胆固醇有显著的降低。
Significant reduction in their cholesterol. 27% showed moderate improvement.
Good morning, doctor.
Good morning, Eleanor. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Your numbers look great. We're going to cut down on your medication.
Great. Does that mean I can skip my next appointment?
I think we can save you a trip to the city, but you have to let me know if anything changes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so we built this video actually for the product engineers in our group to know what we wanted to build in the future. And it's a great representation, I think, of what we see happening in the next 2 years. The world at home, the world at work, coming together, new technologies. And what you've actually seen here, it's not technology that's very future out. Let's take some examples of it. When the gentleman comes in the car with his kids in the back, and he has, like a watch, and he talks to the watch notifies him. Skype already runs actually on an Android watch. And so what you see there is the idea of taking that to the next level in terms of being able to communicate with Skype for Business, telling you information about a meeting, for you to notify that you're actually late or wherever you might be. Then he goes into the room where there is actually a large screen. I'll talk a little bit about later on what we're doing with the Surface Hub and what we're doing with some of our key partners in terms of innovating on touchscreen technology. But when he comes in, you might see that actually the board recognizes him. That's facial recognition technology that's actually already developed by Microsoft Research and that we foresee using in the future. You see Skype Translator now in beta and released in a couple of languages. We can see that integrated into Skype for Business and being able to deliver broadcast to many thousands of people in their own natural languages. You get the general idea here of what we anticipate and why this is a very important moment for us. And so this is Skype for Business. It's the best of Skype, the best of Lync. We've taken all the usability, all the things that we have learned on Skype with their user base and converted into Lync and taken all the best of Lync from an enterprise credibility and control and manageability and everything that Lync was, and fused them together in a single product, that's Skype for Business. Now, we couldn't have done this unless we had great momentum on the two sides, on the enterprise side with Lync and on the consumer side with Skype. And that's thanks to the incredible response that you have given us, our partners and our customers. And what I have here is just a few data points that gives you a sense of where we are in this marketplace, in this business. On the Lync side, we have had now 42 quarters of consecutive double-digit growth in the business. It's now a significant business for Microsoft. And a study in the US says that 79, basically 80% of organizations above 1,000 seats are now trying Lync and have plans to use it for telephony, not only for IM, which is really where the technology started from, and presence, but using it for replacing their entire infrastructure within the organization. And we have about 100 million users in this technology. In the different iteration, it started out with Office Communicator Server, Live Meeting, and then Lync 2010 and 2013. On the Skype side, we've had similar momentum, but of course with a very different audience, the consumers. What you see here, the 500 million number, is the number of downloads that Skype has had on Android Play, the 4th app ever to do that in the marketplace. We have about 50 billions of minutes of audio and video running on Skype worldwide, and about 38% of international long-distance calls worldwide are now made on the Skype network. It's basically becoming a large carrier for telephony and audio and video presence. Taking these two, the momentum in the consumers, the momentum in the enterprise, and fusing them together into a product that we can give to our organizational customers to provide users within the organization's ability to come to work,